Good afternoon, Sheriff Carmine Marceno. Thank you for being here today. I stand before you as your sheriff, disappointed to announce that my team has arrested Lee County Deputy Christopher Doughty. Doughty was taken into custody this morning after deputies were called to his home for a domestic disturbance. After a thorough investigation, deputies determined there was sufficient probable cause to arrest Doughty. He was charged with battery, domestic violence, and was taken to the Lee County Jail. Doughty was assigned to our Youth Services Division and worked as a school resource deputy at Palm Acres Charter High School in Lehigh Acres. He became a deputy in 2007 and has been with Youth Services Division since 2009. As I've stated before, abuse of any kind is not tolerated in Lee County. Nobody is above the law. In an effort to be transparent to the community, I wanted to come to you with the details of this incident as quickly as I could. This morning, after a thorough consideration and close look at the evidence, I decided to terminate Doughty and relieve him from his law enforcement duties. I can assure the residents of Lee County that I hold my team to the highest standard. I expect members of the Lee County Sheriff's Office to be positive examples in the community. I promise to continue holding my team accountable for their actions and demonstrate that they are not exempt from the consequences of misconduct. I will not allow any member of my agency to tarnish the badge. I'll take a few questions.
How is this arrest going to shape, the way you run background checks or, the hiring process? How is it going to shape everything?
So this arrest has nothing to do with our background or hiring process. What we do now, as we do for years, is hold our candidates at the highest level. We look into their backgrounds the same no matter what. So there really has no bearing on this. Now, moving forward, we're going to continue business as usual. So continue with the highest standard that we possibly can.
And you said that this was battery and domestic violence. Can you share, was this girlfriend, wife, what exactly happened here?
So because of Marcy's law, I can't. I will tell you that Doughty worked here at the agency for 14 years. 13 of those years were in the school resource department. And disciplinary action before this, very, very minor verbal counseling for leaving school early, texting issues, meaning, texting while working, or just very, very minor issues. Nothing notable that would make us believe we're looking at what we have here. So very, very little in his history.
Can you disclose how long this investigation took? Are we talking about a few days, a week, a month?
No, we got called to the residence. It was immediate. So my family members on scene determined there were probable cause, and they made that arrest. We have, our tolerance, as it always has been, is zero tolerance on any type of abuse. I say this all the time. Abuse of animals, the elderly, or people that cannot defend themselves. We're definitely not going to ever, ever allow domestic violence. Zero tolerance policy, and after we review the facts and circumstances, he's been terminated, and that's it.
Can you share what type of abuse and how that person is doing?
So this is an open investigation, but I will tell you that probable cause was established for domestic violence misdemeanor battery.
And do we know how that person is doing?
I don't know. From what I understand, things were very minor on scene, but again, it doesn't matter how minor. Once someone commits that misdemeanor, domestic violence and a battery, it's zero tolerance, and we move forward very, very quickly, thoroughly and quickly.
How much time would you say went by, since you got the call until you made the arrest, until you terminated him?
So the call comes in late last night / in the morning. Okay, deputies on scene do a thorough investigation as they always do. Okay, looking at all the facts and circumstances, they determined probable cause exists. Okay, that was probably somewhere between 0-200, give or take, or 0-300. Okay, they make the arrest. We immediately begin conferencing with executive command staff. We review all the facts and circumstances. Once there's probable cause for that arrest, we see what exactly took place. It's a case-by-case scenario. After reviewing those facts, as sheriff, I decided to move forward with automatic termination.
Now, are all deputies, when they're arrested, are they automatically terminated, or is it on a case-by-case basis, and what is kind of like the range?
Again, it's going to be case-by-case scenario because every case is unique. There's no blanket, okay, everyone's terminated. We have to look, was there a crime committed? What is that crime? Again, when we talk about battery, domestic violence, we're not going to tolerate any domestic violence of any sort. We are held to a higher standard, and the great residents of this county deserve that, and they will have that. I won't allow anyone to tarnish the badge.
Do you know when we can find out who was hurt and how that person was hurt, since it's under investigation?
Again, open investigation, but this case is being forwarded to the state attorney's office, and it's going to go the same process that any other case does. It goes before a judge. He was released this morning. I will tell you, he's terminated from the Lee County Sheriff's Office, and all that will become public as time goes on.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.